home, today's Table Topics Master has to intentionally seek out opportunities for human contact. That's what brought her to Toastmasters, and she's here today to help us all get to know each other. Please welcome Toastmaster Caitlin.
All right. So I don't know all of y'all very well, and we're going to have a 15 minutes or so of mirth. And I'm going to ask you guys some questions just to help us get to know each other better and ourselves better. First question, what gives your life purpose? Toastmaster Jiajing, am I saying that right? Probably. Sha.
Well, my answer will not be a mirth. The life purpose is that we come to this world and we want to make contribution to this world. We get the gifts from our life. We have happiness and also we have sadness. But as long as we make this world better, we will. It is the purpose of our life. So enjoy your life and also think what you can do to others and to make others to make this world better, to make others happy, and to make and to have a good life.
There you go.
What would you do if you had no fear? Toastmaster Lydia Denga.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Morning.
It's very hard to live a life without any fear. If I had no fear, my whole life would be filled with mirth and happiness and laughter. Having said that, you must have some kind of fear in your life to be able to appreciate the other side, the better side, the courageous side. If you have no fear, you can't be courageous or valiant or brave for that matter. So let us fill ourselves with mirth while we fight the fear.
What does it mean to love yourself? Toastmaster Tim Taylor.
Could you repeat that, please?
What does it mean to love yourself?
Love yourself. We should all love ourselves, right?
Yeah.
I've always thought that was kind of a selfish thing to say. You know, loving yourself is something that's important, but you can get a little egotistical if you love yourself too much. Right, Carson? At least I didn't say Roy. No, loving yourself, if you can't love yourself, you can't love other people. That's really the biggest point. You can't love other people if you don't love yourself. You know, last week I mentioned I've been married. This summer will be 40 years I've been married. And guys, I figured out there's 5 secrets to happiness. 5 secrets. And I'm talking to the guys here. Number 1, find a woman that can make you laugh. Very important. Number 2, find a woman that can cook. Number 3, find a woman who really listens to you. Number 4, find a woman, you young guys might want to write this down, find a woman who enjoys being in the boudoir, as we say. And number 5, make sure that these 4 women never find out about
That's as old as you.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
No woman will go for that.
Exactly.
That's what love yourself. It's like counting. What's something that scares you? Toastmaster Tim Rickey.
Got a double Timmy here. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Double dosing too.
Well, I've got to follow this guy. That was pretty good. I like the yin and yang going on around here this morning. You said about being happy, and then the next speaker does the same thing, because life is like that. And what was the question?
Something that scares you.
Scares you.
Something that scares me. You know, there's very little, because of the things I've been through, those fears all disappear as soon as you step through that curtain of fear. So there are many things that actually scare me to this day that I can think of, except things like this gal, you know, having another heart attack. Those things, fire, accidents, things like that are the only things that would really be fearful for me. So far as approaching things mentally in life, I don't have any fear there. That's gone, and I didn't think that would ever happen. But pretty much it is. So I'll go into endeavors I know nothing about, but I'll find out. And that's why I bring people to this club, to find out that they can do the same thing.
All right, yeah, good job.
What's the most challenging part of being human? Toastmaster Tierney Jackson.
So the most challenging part of being human is doing the things that scare you. So with that being said, one of the things that scare me is getting up in front, talking in front of people. My fear is that you guys will be overwhelmed with mirth, me stumbling over my words or my nervousness. So I would say doing things that scare you is the most challenging thing.
What's something that always makes you laugh? Toastmaster Linda Spear.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning. What always makes me laugh? Well, sometimes I laugh at inappropriate times in my life. And I think I like to laugh when I'm in a situation where somebody is taking life way too seriously. And sometimes I think we get in those situations in life where you're having a conversation about something with someone or at work, and you're so intense about this thing, and you're so stressed out, and I'll go, well, yeah, that's bad. Well, and I'll say, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? You know? Oh, man. Thank you, everyone.
What advice would you give your 16-year-old self? Toastmaster Tim Linger.
What would I give my 15-year-old self?
16.
15 or 16?
16.
Be honest.
That's the hard part, be honest. You know, all right, let's get serious for a moment. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Right.
The stuff that we worried about when we were 15 or 16. We look back at it and just roll our eyes. As an example, I was 16 years old in 1982. And the style of hair back then was longer than mine. I grew up in a military family, so my dad always had a military haircut. When I was young, I had a military haircut, but when you get a little bit older, you let it grow out. So I was never a hippie, but not like Carson. It's back on Carson Day, by the way. But the longer your hair gets, it starts to curl. And I used to spend half an hour in the morning with a blow dryer and a round curling brush, and I used to roll it under. I probably looked stupid, but I didn't think so at the time.
What do you enjoy most about being your age? Toastmaster Blake Smith.
I'm still alive.
Let me help you out. Well, how about that Carson Schaefer?
Yeah.
What do I like about being my age? What I can do, what I can get away with, when I can turn off the filter. When I'm Roy's age, there's going to be no filter at all. I'm going to let everyone know how I think. You know, there's going to be a wide line. You know, inside it's all serious and Blake's gonna cut loose. Outside the line, it's gonna be a lot of mirth. It's gonna be fun. Why do I love it? I was looking at the sound system the other day in Best Buy, and this old guy comes up, and he's leaning on the table there, and he noticed I'm wearing a Harley shirt. He said, "So, do you still ride?" I rode here. And you do. I had to give it up. The guy was 6 years older than me. It's a shame that people don't live. They think age is going to take them down, and it doesn't. Gravity will take you down. Now, that's a book. But hang it out. We only go around once. It's not a dress rehearsal, you know? I love my age. Thank you.
What gets you out of the bed in the morning? Toastmaster Linda Flores.
Literally or? I realize where I am, so I'm gonna take that literally. My dog. My dog wakes me up every morning, without fail, 5:30 in the morning. He's like my alarm clock. He's there, ready, jumping, his little tail wagging, smiling. My heart just is full of mirth when I see him every morning, which is why I don't mind waking up at 5:30 in the morning. Now my kids, not so much. On Saturdays, I want to sleep in, but in reality, we all know that's not going to happen. Thank you.
What's the bravest thing you've ever done? Toastmaster, Kathy, like you.
But Mer, the bravest thing I've ever done. I really can't remember, but I do remember, yes, I did save somebody's life. Because one morning when I was leaving my house with my roommate, we were going to the car, and then I saw one of our neighbors. He had this big white van, and he was doing something, I guess fixing it or something, and then his van started rolling back. And I don't know what happened in this man's brain, but he was behind the van and he's trying to hold the van to push it. I'm like, this doesn't look good. And then so I ran into his van and I, pulled it forward and stopped it for him. So that saved him. And then his wife was running out, because she was concerned and the woman was pregnant. So I was so happy that, I was there at the right time for that. So that was a moment of mirth for me.
How do you define success? Toastmaster Morris McNett.
Morris. Sorry.
But define success. That's very easy. When you're happy, when you have people around you that make you happy, and you make them happy, that's success. Simple, very, very simple. You don't have to be wealthy to be successful. Success is being able to say, I made that person smile. I made that person happy. I did something good for that person. That's being successful. I believe that mirth is the biggest part of our life that needs to be shared. If you can make other people smile, if you can make other people happy, you're a success. Thank you.
When do you feel the happiest? Toastmaster Daniel Day Wallace.
Good.
Tim Toastmaster. Similar kind of a question to Morris's, and bounce off of Morris's sentiment. What makes me happy is I've been rich and I've been poor. I'm telling you, rich is better. And I'm very happy to be one of the 3 wise men at the Christmas parade this year. We had the 3 wise men. I've done this for 9 years now. And we each brought gifts. They made everyone happy. The first gift was gold. The second gift was frankincense. And the third gift was myrrh. People say, Daniel David, how come you make a joke out of everything? I say, I don't know, I've been this way since myrrh.
What qualities do you appreciate about yourself? Toastmaster Lazar Lekadu.
Don't get me started. What I like about myself, I'll start that. No, I won't say that. Okay, my wife. You know, a lot of time when people see my wife and they see me, they look at me again. With that, yes, it happened. That's God's blessing. All right, I'm so happy to have her. And we have a lot of mirth in our relationship. And that really makes me really, really happy because it's an understanding. We are open to say whatever it's in our mind to each other. So when I'm driving sometimes, she said, have you looked at the sign? You know, have you put that in practice? Or when you say to turn at this light, you have to turn. So she was saying all those little things, and at one point I got mad, and I took her head and put it on the dashboard. She said, what do you do that for? I said, I read the sign. She said, what do the sign say? I said, you know, bump her head. I did that.
What's a personal goal you have right now? Toastmaster, Amy White.
Amy.
I can say my biggest fear is public speaking, but I joined Toastmasters and it's incrementally getting better. And just being here and hearing everybody speak is a moment of mirth for me. But one of my goals this year is to create more of a yard farm. So I would like to plant more fruits and vegetables in my own yard so I don't have to go to the store and buy organic fruits and vegetables from all over the world. So I'm going to lessen the carbon footprint and have it in my own yard.
Iris recorded, everyone qualify.
Everyone qualified.